Okay, so today we are going to talk about the Chicago's World Fair in 1893. Now, this fair was to celebrate the 400th anniversary of Christopher Columbus's arrival to the New World. But a lot of people see a lot more to this than meets the eye. Okay, so some of the facts about the Chicago's World Fair is it covered over 690 acres. Now, this actually had 200 buildings, or more than 200 buildings, with only two buildings left standing, and a symbol of the Victorian era. Now, this took supposedly less than 2 years. And as you can see, it is lit up with electricity. These are massive buildings that do not fit for the time of the horse and buggy. Obviously, there is a lot going on with Tesla and Thomas Edison, and it was known as the War of the Currents between the two, and Tesla did win this one. So, Tesla actually got the contract on this to light this up, which is really amazing, but how? So, one of the things that everyone obviously notices is the next pictures I'm going to show you right here are of the ancient Rome. You can clearly see a lot of resemblance between these buildings and the buildings that we saw at the 1893 World Fair. And I do know that they called it a whitewash. It was known as the White City when they did the 1893 World Fair with this white paint. But it brings a lot of questions. And now going back to the pictures of the 1893 World Fair, this statue is over 65 feet tall. Now, supposedly it's laid with gold, but some believe it was completely made of gold. And next, one of the most fascinating things to me was the moving sidewalk. And I found these pictures to show you. And when I first saw this article, I was just so fascinated. The first moving sidewalk debuted at the World Columbian Exposition in 1893 in Chicago, Illinois. It had two different divisions, one where passengers were seated and one where riders could either stand or walk. It ran a loop the length of the lakefront pier to a casino. Now, I'm not saying it's not possible, but there's definitely more to the story. And I can definitely understand why there's so many conspiracies surrounding this. I definitely love history and I love architect and I love learning about different things. But when I come across this story, even I went, how is this possible? And what is it that we're missing here? I know there's a lot of people that believe that these buildings were already existing buildings, which is why they painted everything white. But if they were already existing, why would you tear this down? And if you work so hard to build something like this, so massive, again, why would you tear this down? And this is the Ferris wheel. I found a few different things on it. Again, this is not some weak structure. This is a massive Ferris wheel that's built very well. And this Ferris wheel was one of the favorites in this amusement. It was powered by electricity. This Ferris wheel carried 1.5 million riders to the height of a 24-story building. Now, of course, I love good conspiracies. There's a lot that I believe, and there's some that I, of course, laugh at and go, that's just a little too much. But this one definitely got my attention. There's a lot of things here that we're missing. We're looking at amazing technology, advanced buildings, and especially with Nikola Tesla involved. I'm sure everybody is very interested in Nikola Tesla's work. Amazing person for his time, and I don't feel like his story's ever fully been told. But we're looking at just this amazing thing that took place in a time era where we weren't supposed to be this advanced. There's definitely more to this. And I can't wrap my head around why we would build all of this just to tear it down. Or even if these were pre existing buildings, why in the world we would ever want to tear down something so amazing and wipe it from existence. I mean, it just doesn't make a lot of sense. So definitely leave comments below and tell me what you think. Obviously, this is my first video. Thank you for being patient. And I've heard that there's a lot of interesting details about some of the other world fairs that were taking place during these times. So I will definitely look into that and do a video on it next. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. Do your research, tell me what you think, and have a great day.